Hello everyone, come with me to Boston and Salem for the weekend. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. It was wonderful to travel with family, so you can expect a lot of funny moments mixed in with sharing historical, cultural, and witchy sites. And if you've never been, I hope this inspires you to take a trip of your own. This is day one. We begin our trip by venturing into the North End for amazing Italian food and a little bit of downtime before heading into Salem to teach my class obituary magic. Welcome to Modern Magic Academy in downtown Salem. Modern Magic is a witch-owned education center nestled in downtown Salem. It's owned and operated by Nicole Luna of Highest Good Readings. Thank you for having me, Nicole.
Welcome in.
I knew something.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we could probably.
Say, I am obsessed with that dog.
I was gonna say, which one? There's so many.
The fluffy white one with the tongue hanging out. It's the next day, and I'm doing my little morning ritual. This includes a prayer to Persephone with the deck I've consecrated for my work with her, and I'll often sit and meditate on what the cards may mean for what the day holds before me. It's really dry in Chicago, so become a part of my morning ritual to do a little bit of gua sha with lavender infused olive oil. It's really, really a lovely way to reinvigorate my skin and get me feeling ready for the day.
Ready. Thank you. Bless. Thank you so much. I think so? Yeah. Grab a little bite off it. I don't even need any ham, just the biscuit. Oh.
Okay.
Nope. No, it didn't.
Smells like this is a bad idea.
Down the hatch.
Okay. Back to your throat.
Really good.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we did it.
Woo!
Health. Welcome to the Black Veil, shop for the grim-hearted. Not to be confused with the Shop of Drear and Wonder, their private appointment-only tattoo studio, also in Salem.
And I was like, wait, that's me.
About how long's the ride? About an hour. Wow, real? Yeah. Wow.
There it is.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, because the arm from a particular angle. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, because the upper arm is set.
Yeah.
When you look at the from a particular.
This sculpture is entitled The Embrace. It is a 22-foot bronze sculpture on Boston Common, and it depicts Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King embracing. The sculpture is based on a 1964 photograph of the couple hugging after Dr. King won the Nobel Peace Prize. The sculpture is intended to celebrate the King's legacy and the power of collective action, and it also aims to reflect Coretta Scott King's faith in art and her fight against racism, poverty, and discrimination. It was officially unveiled January 13th, 2023.
Every time I'm like, I think this is okay when I got out on this one. Probably 10 minutes.
If you're a fan of the holdovers, you might recognize this bookshop. Brettel Bookshop is one of America's oldest and largest antiquarian bookshops, established 1825. They're still buying and selling good, used, and rare books, and honestly, every time I go, I usually come away with 2 to 3 volumes of books that otherwise I don't know where else I would have found them. It's always worth a stop, especially if you are a rare book lover or if somebody is a rare book lover that you're waiting for back home. Next up, we're making our way to Massachusetts General Hospital. Let's travel back in time to October 16, 1846. Within the walls of Massachusetts General Hospital is their surgical amphitheater, now known as the Ether Dome.
That's a mummy.
That's a for real actual mummy. That's a dude. That's a dude that was alive. The dude's face that you're looking at right there is one or potentially many people. The sign says they're not sure. Correct. It's not clear.
God is beyond our morals. William T.G. Morton made history by demonstrating the first public surgery using ether as an anesthetic.
That's what?
Between 1821 and 1868, more than 8,000 operations were performed right here in the Ether Dome. The Ether Dome is no longer used for surgery, but serves as a teaching amphitheater and a historical landmark. Visitors can marvel at the unique architecture, explore the collection of artifacts, the oil painting that is a depiction of the famous first surgery, the Egyptian mummy that we pictured previously, and surgical operating tools. Back in the day, before electricity, operating rooms needed as much natural light as possible. It ended up being the perfect location for conducting these surgeries.
Oh, really? I know very little about stars now.
Same.
Yeah. Crosby interacts with very little of what there is to interact with in the game.
I like gray rocks.
Oh. Would they fill that with the ether? And just fill the entire room? He said,
Ancient bus satin seats.
quite.
That's the crux. That's the thesis statement.
Are you suggesting that chairs are predicated upon the existence of butts?
What is it?
Somewhere someone's watching this going, these fucking jackasses.
All of the cameras are
Every damn time. No respect.
something about being in here.
What in the heretic is this? Holds well. Neil. That's how we lost Neil and Aetherdome.
See, he'll continue to be. That's because humans are full of blood, you see.
Really insightful stuff.
Yes, yes. And if this man continues to have this strange concoction, he'll just keep letting me do it. This man will bleed to death in my arms. Right from this spot right here. Look how my fingers are covered in his blood.
But really, you're in pain, Doctor.
Surely not. Well, that is the reason for the ether.
Bully!
That's right. This poor will die by my very hands, and he'll never know.
Bully!
There's some real characters in here. Still shall wait whatever gift shall yet enrich mankind. Oh! Here no hour shall strike through all the years. Oh, this is straight up. MD poet physician.
As I
I
said,
didn't
yes.
even realize that. I thought you were kidding.
Also,
That's crazy.
if I may, please. Whatever triumph still shall hold the mind, whatever gift shall yet enrich.
So I'm walking back to our Airbnb and have my breakfast before we do photo shoot. So I don't want to be perceived on an empty stomach. But yeah, have my stuff. And part of the photo shoot involves pages, like torn pages, to be fully on my storyteller, which final girl-ish. Each of my archetypes will be represented. And yeah, I ended up passing by the little library on the way, and I found 2 Neil Gaiman books that people had left behind, understandably. And given the nature of how slippery they wrote them up, it's just felt appropriate to grab them, considering what I need to do is tear pages out of books and whatnot. And I'm like, I don't know what books I'd possibly do that to, and lo and behold, Salem provided. So if anything, it's kind of funny. I was hoping that there'd just be an obvious thing that I could just grab onto and find at some point, whether it's like an old whatever. But yeah, just it feels like a spell to be able to tear pages out of a Defender's book, or books rather. But yeah, I will share photos if I have any available. Otherwise, you'll see them later. Bye.
Or is laundry.
Correct.
Because that's the only thing.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, normally I do not look forward to doing photo shoots at all. It ends up being more of a necessity than something that I enjoy. But Cody was honestly a dream to work with, and I think you could tell by how much we were laughing the entire time. What do I do with it? No, I told my husband, I'm like, it's good that I got props because like I do the art pad, like
But we love him. He is for the
what I've known to be true for Aquariuses is they have quirks, and I know that a lot of people want to like say like, oh, they're the alien of astrology, like the zodiac, whatever. And it's like their main thing is like, do not pigeonhole them.
right.
Is like that's like the main thing. It isn't so much I'm trying to be contrarian to be contrarian.
Yeah.
It's that they immediately like kind of get a bit defensive because there's like a part of them that they know to be true about who they are.
Yeah.
And if you make like a blanket statement like, oh, you always do whatever, they just like
Oh
that's when
so my brother.
that's where the deflection happens.
Totally.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they're not trying to be contrarian. It's that there's like a third way about why they do the thing that they do. It's like, don't be immediately judgmental. Is like the vibe. This is none other than the Salem Witch Museum. Found the second exhibit that's a bit more modern, which is Evolving Perceptions. Extremely meaningful, and there is an ongoing roster of modern witch hunts available on their website that I will link in the description as well. It's very timely. Review on the phenomenon of witch hunting and how it's evolved over time. And this is Nocturne, a dark romantic boutique inspired by the night and the magic of Witch City. It's a wide variety of jewelry, gifts, perfumes, home goods, and antiques, featuring both the spooky and glamorous. I am really, really bummed that I don't live closer because they do have a monthly in-person book club that just sounds like an amazing time.
That Nosferatu perfume is really nice.
Oh.
You can step on and feel free to scoot the plates, like I said, wherever feels best for you. And the one on the outside is long enough to bring up on your lap if you want. The other one, the cord is a little bit too short to do that.
Okay.
But I usually like to let that one be on my lap. And I will shut this and I'll meet you back in the little window there.
Sounds good.
3, 2, 1. Breezy, that was a fast one. Spots here.
All right. Handle. I'm already recording. I made it easy for you.
Same thing, feel free to rearrange those however feels best for you and to zhuzh as needed.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3.
It's a beautiful ring.
Oh, thank you. It's my grandfather's.
It's gorgeous. I'll meet you back in the little window there. Yeah, beautiful. Give me a 3, 2, 1. Just hold for those beeps. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, all the way to the edge. 3, 2, 1.
Clam chowder and hiding. Are you videoing me saying this?
Yeah, it had a delay, so still didn't catch it. But that's okay. I'm just happy being here. 10-minute walk away from downtown Salem is this 100% gluten-free local cidery. We did get to sample most of the ciders from their customer cider challenge that took place the week before. The only one we couldn't sample was challenge winner Torino, was a blood orange, apricot, thyme, and black peppercorn cider. I will say that the Mary Berry was my favorite, and acai, blueberry, pomegranate, cherry, rosemary, and lemon cider. I think that all the flavors worked really well together. I can see what some people were saying, that it might be a little bit too busy. And on our final day of our trip, we had to make a stop at the Peabody Essex Museum. This was one that every single person that is a Salem resident highly, highly recommended that we check out before we leave. It is an often underrated, undervalued part of the Salem community. The Peabody Essex Museum's mission is to offer thought-provoking experiences of the arts, humanities, and sciences to activate understanding of our shared humanity and to empower imagination and learning through experimentation. Their commitment is to steward, build, and make their collections accessible, and to encourage appreciation of the interconnected histories and creativity of people in our complex, ever-changing world. One of the major reasons why we knew we had to visit the Peabody Essex Museum while we were in town is because of Conjuring the Spirit World, Art, Magic, and Mediums. It was on view from September to February 2nd, and February 2nd was our final day in Salem, so we knew that we just couldn't miss out on it. The exhibit was focused on exploring the essential role art and objects played for mediums and magicians communicating with the dead. during the 19th and 20th century spiritualism movement in the United States and Europe. It was full of paintings, posters, photographs, stage apparatuses, costumes, a lot of really wonderful film, and it really transported us all to the age of Harry Houdini, the Fox sisters, among many others. I think it was really beautifully done, and I think it did a wonderful job appealing to believers, skeptics, or anybody kind of living in the in-between. I feel like it was wonderful at kind of giving us good insight and perspective into what it was like and the draw of mediums and magicians and seances and magic shows in that era. Wanted to take a little bit of extra time to capture more of this exhibit, since I do know that it's no longer available. But I do hope that you enjoy the glimpses into what all was featured there.
That's triggering because it's a child.
So, he is stressed.
I was gonna say Crosby or Rook and
That's all for this vlog. Thank you for watching our Boston Salem adventure. Like, subscribe, and comment what part was your favorite. Bye-bye for now.